Well, hello there. My name is Dana Spencer, and I am a productivity coach as well as a licensed real estate agent in the state of Kentucky. And today I want to go over 7 things that you need to know before you decide to move to Louisville. So, first off, the weather. So, the weather in Louisville can be so unpredictable. It's really so important to look at the weather app as well as to just look outside and see if it looks like it's going to rain. Like every day, it's a 50-50 chance of whether or not it's going to rain. So you really literally have to look and see, oh, does it look like it's going to rain? Because they may say it's not going to rain. And then you're looking like, it's looking like rain. So if it looks like rain, go ahead and grab your umbrella because even though the meteorologists, no shade on them, even though they said, you know what, it's a 0% chance of rain. If you look outside and it looks like clouds and gray and potentially that it's going to rain, go ahead and take your umbrella. And we've had situations where one day it's nice and sunny, and the next day it's snowing. So the weather can be very, very unpredictable. So go with what you see and not necessarily exactly what you hear. So make sure you're using the senses of it looks like rain, it's probably going to rain. Secondly, is allergies. I don't know what the deal is with being in the Ohio Valley, but everybody talks about how bad their allergies are. I have lived here my entire life. One year I lived in Kansas City, Missouri, but for the most part, I have lived in Louisville, Kentucky for my entire life. And allergies are a big deal. So just prepare no matter, everybody talks about how bad their allergies are. Even if you've never had a problem with your allergies before, be prepared to have problems with your allergies. So don't be surprised. Everybody goes through it. So just know that you're going to have allergy problems when you move to Louisville, and you've never even had problems with your allergies before. Now, thirdly, are our neighborhoods. It really depends on what you look for in a neighborhood as to why or where you should move and what's important to you. So some people like walkability. Like walkability is so big right now. And it seems like everybody has dogs. Walkability is so popular here that it's almost like you want to get a dog just because it's so popular. And some of the neighborhoods that are very walkable friendly and dog friendly are Clifton and the Highlands and the St. Matthews area. All of those are very walkable areas and they are dog friendly. And it's just super cool. So I really hadn't, I'm new to this whole walkable thing. And it's super cool to be like, oh, I can just walk to, shout out to Norris Bakery. There are restaurants and coffee shops in some areas that are just like in the neighborhood. So when you think about Frankfurt Avenue, there are tons of businesses and coffee shops and like cute little restaurants to go to. And imagine living on one of those intersecting streets and you just walk outside and in about 5 or 10 minutes, you're at a breakfast spot, you're at a coffee shop, you're at a donut shop. I mean, it's so cool. So if you're like, oh, I kind of like the whole walkable idea, you definitely want to have a conversation about what your needs are and what you are looking for in a neighborhood so that we're able to pair you up exactly with what is going to meet your lifestyle best. Now, there are areas in Louisville that are not walkable. And depending on what you're looking for, is where we would pair you up with the neighborhood. So if you're like, you know what, I just want to get in the car and be someplace in 15 and 20 minutes. And that's the other cool thing about Louisville. When we put you in the right neighborhood, you can be just about anywhere in 15 or 20 minutes. And that's why when I lived, no shade to Kansas City, Missouri, but my mother used to work for, I'm telling my age, Bell South, and they split. So it was AT&T and the Bell South split. And so she had the opportunity to go to Kansas City, Missouri. So we went with her to Kansas City, Missouri. We're like, we'll try it out for a year, see if we like it. And everything was like 30, 45 minutes away. And I'm just not used to that. So if you're coming from Atlanta or New York, a bigger city like that, you're used to traveling 30, 45 an hour. Like I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Like you can just about get anywhere. When I say anywhere, in 15 to 20 minutes, depending on where you live. And if you're like, that sounds super cool, then let's have a conversation so that we are getting you in the area that is going to meet those needs for you in particular. And so based off of that, whether you're looking for a good school, and we'll take all of that into consideration, but I definitely want to make sure that I'm having a conversation with you so that I know exactly if walkability is something you're interested in or it's not something that you're interested in. You're like, I just want to pop in the car and be someplace in 15 minutes. I want to be able to pop in the car and get to some fine dining in 20 minutes. I got you. So we just need to have a conversation to make sure that I know exactly what is important to you. And then affordability. So what the interesting thing is, the people who live here and who have grown up here are like, everything is so expensive. Everything is getting higher and higher and higher. But if you're coming from California or New York or Chicago, you're going to believe that it's just so much more affordable here, especially if you're coming from some place like California. Looking at housing prices in California versus Louisville, Kentucky, if you're coming from California, you're going to be like, this is amazing. I can get all of this house for this amount of money. So it really depends on where you're coming from in terms of affordability. But for the most part, Louisville is a pretty affordable place to live, depending on where you're coming from. And then food. Like, you know what? We like to eat. So which means we should like the whole walkable thing. We need to be walking after we eat, but we love us some food. And there are some great restaurants here in Louisville. So imagine being able to, once again, if walkability is your thing, walking out and just going to the coffee shop on the corner, or you can walk literally to some fine dining. So there are restaurants all over the place. You can take a different way, go down a different street, and you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize all of these restaurants were over here. So we do like to eat, we enjoy food, and there are plenty of amazing restaurants here in Louisville, Kentucky. It's so funny. And so next, we're going to talk about pronunciation. How do you pronounce it? So if you live here, born and raised here, we say Louisville. Just one word, Louisville. It's almost like you got to roll your tongue, Louisville. And that's how we know if you are from here or not. There's actually a place downtown that has the 4 or 5 different pronunciations. So people from here, we say Louisville. And then some people say Louisville, Kentucky. And then don't say Louisville. Everybody is going to know that you're not from here. So don't say Louisville. Either say, if you can't get your tongue to say Louisville, then say Louisville. And it's not Louisville. Don't say that. So Louisville, say it with me. Louisville or Louisville, Kentucky. You got it. You got it. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And then it's so funny when people ask you if you're from Louisville, and then you say, I am from here or I'm not from here. We're going to ask you what high school you went to, not what college. I don't know why we're not into colleges, but it's more prevalent for somebody to say, what high school did you go to? And we have some amazing high schools, but we just want to know what high school you went to, because in our minds, it connects you to an area, or it connects you to, oh, you probably were in the band, or you're smart, or whatever. We are just into high schools for whatever reason. We love our high schools. And so if you have children and you want to get them in good schools, all of our schools are good, but obviously some of them are better than others. And based on our conversation, if neighborhoods are important to you and schools are important to you, then we just need to sit down and make sure we know all of your must-haves, all of what are important to you, and just make sure that we meet those needs. So those are the 7 things that you need to know before moving to Louisville. Number 1, the weather. The weather is crazy here. One day it might be nice and sunny. The next day it could be snowing. And then number 2, allergies. Regardless of whether you had allergies before or not, when you come to Louisville, you will have allergy problems. Just prepare for it. Just know in advance. And if it doesn't, miraculously, if it doesn't happen to you, just be thankful. And then neighborhoods. Understanding what you want in a neighborhood, then we're going to help you find, do you like the walkability? Are you like, no, I'm not walking anywhere. I'm going to get in my car and I want to be able to be someplace in 15 or 20 minutes. If that interests you, then let's have a conversation so that we get you exactly what you want. And then affordability. Louisville is a very affordable place, especially if you're coming from California or Nashville or New York, some of those, Chicago, some of those places, you're going to be like, oh, it's extremely affordable. And then the food. We love us some food. We enjoy eating. We have some amazing restaurants. So you may want to make sure that you are on a budget so that you're not eating out all the time, because I don't want you to be spending a lot of money on food. So you might want to just go ahead and have some discipline before you get here, because you are going to want to try all of the amazing restaurants. And then the pronunciation. It's Louisville. Or you can say Louisville if you can't get your tongue to say Louisville. And then finally, if you're not from here, people are going to want to know what high school you went to. If you're not from here, we're not going to probably care about what college you went to. Maybe it just depends. But for the most part, we are stuck on what high school you went to. So those are the 7 tips that I think that you need to know before you move to Louisville. So reach out to your girl, Dana Spencer, Keller Williams, productivity coach. Would love to help you to find your perfect house that meets all of the boxes, checks off all the boxes. Give me a call, 502-599-0249, and I will help you to relocate to Louisville and find the perfect neighborhood that meets all of your needs. Until next time.